U.S. trade partners are closely watching the White House today as President Trump is expected to announce another set of tariffs.
The tariffs have economists and consumers on alert, but Trump maintains that his plans aim to bring manufacturing back to the U.S. ABC senior White House correspondent Selina Wang joins us from the White House North Lawn with more on this story. Selina, good to see you. So let's talk about it. The president is expected to reveal his latest tariffs today. What can we expect?
Hey, DeMarco. Yeah, we're just hours away from this major announcement, but we still don't have key details on what this plan is going to look like. We don't know the scope of these tariffs or what countries are going to be hit. And all of that is putting markets on edge, and it's also putting our allies and our adversaries on edge. Now, we do know that this is going to be an aggressive tariff announcement, and either way, it's expected to upend global trade in this country and around the world. Now, when it comes to the possibilities that we could be looking at, now sources tell me that the president has been weighing an option that includes a flat tariff rate on all imports. I'm also told that the administration is looking at putting different tariff rates that are customized depending on the tariff rate that other countries impose on U.S. products. It's also possible, according to administration officials who've publicly talked about focusing these tariffs in on the 10 to 15 countries with the biggest trade imbalances with the U.S. But what's really important here, guys, is that all of this uncertainty is just bad for business. I've been talking to small businesses who say it's really tough to run their operations when they don't know what the cost of their inputs are going to be in the next day, week, or month.
Selina, what is the Trump administration saying to justify these tariffs and address all of these concerns around inflation right now?
Yeah, so the president here is making the argument that the short-term pain is going to be worth the long-term gain. And the administration has really talked about tariffs as a sort of cure-all, a magic bullet for all sorts of problems. Number one, the president has talked about tariffs stopping other countries from, quote, ripping off the United States, stopping other countries from having unfair trading practices that take advantage of the U.S. Now, number two, the president has talked about using tariffs as a negotiating tool. That's why he imposed tariffs earlier on China, Canada, and Mexico. He said it was a way to stop the flow of illegal drugs and migrants into the United States. The president has also said that tariffs will create revenue in this country, and he believes that it's going to boost manufacturing and jobs in this country by forcing companies to move their production, their factories to the United States. But economists say that it's impossible to achieve all of these goals at the same time, and they're contradictory as well, guys.
So what could this mean for everyday Americans?
Well, you can expect that prices are going to increase on a whole range of goods, and it could come very quickly depending on the product. We're talking about higher prices on groceries, electronics, computers, alcohol products, clothing, and much, much more. And it could be particularly painful for people who are looking to buy cars. That's because we import a lot of cars and a lot of car parts. So that means you'd be seeing higher prices not just on imported cars, on foreign car brands, but also domestic car brands. I mean, global supply chains are so interconnected. Trade is very complicated. So this is why you could see prices increase, for instance, on a product like cars by as much as more than $8,000, according to some estimates. Now, economists also say that the possibility of a recession is increasing because of these tariffs are also raising those inflation expectations.
We also have to talk about the Wisconsin State Supreme Court special election that just happened. Susan Crawford, the liberal judge there, won out over a candidate that Trump had backed, Elon Musk had poured a bunch of money into. What does this tell us about the current state of the Republican Party?
I mean, Eva, this is a huge blow to President Trump, the Republican Party, and majorly a big blow to Elon Musk. As you mentioned, he poured more than $20 million of his own money to try and get the conservative judge elected. It didn't work. In fact, it may have even backfired by energizing the Democratic base to vote against Elon Musk. Now, the stakes in this race were also very high. The victory of Susan Crawford, this does have major implications for rulings when it comes to abortion and congressional redistricting of the state. But no doubt here that this is a big jolt of energy to the Democrats, and the Democrats are also saying that this is proof that elections can't be bought.
Selina Wang at the White House. Selina, thank you, and always good to see you.